Well, hi YouTube. So, this is my first video on this channel, TJ's Chainsaw Restoration. Just wanted to give you guys an idea of what I'm going to be posting on this channel and what this channel's about and projects that are going to be coming in the near future. I've been on YouTube for the past few years under a different channel as Military Chevy, and that channel's been mainly towards the 66 Chevy truck I'm restoring and the other couple trucks I have as well. Many of the subscribers there are mainly subscribed for that particular purpose. I've uploaded some chainsaw videos here and there, but with the amount of videos that I have about my truck kind of stacked up, the chainsaw videos have kind of been put on the back burner, and they're stacking up as well. And I've got a few chainsaw projects going at once, so I figured I'm going to start another channel. So this channel here is going to be specifically towards chainsaws, what I do to them, cutting with them, maybe doing some races, get-togethers, and then the restorations, the rebuilds and restorations I do as the years go on. I've been a chainsaw mechanic for 3 years now, 3.5 years to be exact, and it's been awesome. I fell in love with old chainsaws when I picked up my Homelite Super XL for 40 bucks as a runner. I went through the carburetor, put a spark plug and fuel filter in it, and the thing runs like a top. This has been a great old Homelite saw. Me having a little bit of a fabricative mind, I just had to make myself a set of stack mufflers. And yes, my welding sucks, but it's sturdy. So I do have the original muffler casing. So the actual cover, the casing itself is original. All I did was I fabricated a cover and then 2 stacks. But I have the actual original cover still, so that way this saw can be put back to original at any time. Other than that, this Homelite is in amazing shape. All the decals are still there. It's been a fun little saw. It's even got the original bar on it. The handle polished right out, and she's got good compression. So it's been a great saw, fun to use. This particular model is a Super XL. Figure, you know what, I'll just give you guys an idea of what I have and then what I'm fixing up right now. So this saw I picked up a couple months ago. This saw here is a Homelite zip saw. It was a barn find. Been sitting in a barn for probably, I want to say, 10 to 15 years. And I did a carb kit, fuel filter, and spark plug in this, and she also runs like a top. So I will get some cutting videos with all these saws that I'm listing, so you guys can see how they cut and how they run. And yeah, so I haven't really cleaned this one up too much. I have been cutting with it, so that's why it's still dirty. But other than that, it cleaned up really nice, and a lot of the original paint is still there. But I'm going to, this is going to be a winter project, as it is October, so probably sometime in November, December, January, when I can't really work on the 66 Chevy because it's too cold, and on that truck currently I'm painting, so I'm planning on dismantling this, soda blasting all the pieces, and repainting it, and then probably doing a new set of rings. The piston actually still has machine marks on it, so it's in pretty good shape, but the rings are worn down, and the cylinder's a little bit boogered, but I think I can get away with honing it. So we'll see what happens with this. I did get some paint for it, so I'm going to get some primer and some clear, and we'll do this one up real pretty. This saw here is a McCulloch 610 Pro Mac that a coworker of mine gave to me. He got it at a yard sale for super cheap, and this is a super low hour saw. It's not really a classic. I'm more into classic saws, but this saw was in great shape. It's got the original 20-inch McCulloch bar, has the original case as well, but I don't really care for chainsaw cases, so that's on a shelf. I always liked displaying my saws. But it's in great shape, and I call this the Cummins Diesel, the Hot Rod Cummins Diesel, because this thing smokes. The oiler keeps dumping a bunch of oil into the cylinder, so this thing smokes for probably, I don't know, 5-6 minutes. I mean, it'll cloud up a whole backyard in about 5 or 6 minutes. And then the saw over here, this last saw, I'm not going to pick it up right now. It was an 044 that I picked up. I actually, at the shop I work at, I rebuilt this saw for a customer about a year ago. And we did a new piston and cylinder and crank seals. I mean, the whole works. Rebuild and service. This was for a logger. Well, unfortunately, that logger passed away, and the friend of his ended up selling the saw to us, and then I ended up buying it from him. So I got pretty much a rebuilt saw for really cheap. This one here has a 32-inch light bar, steel light bar on it. Has the max flow and the dual port. It's a really good running saw. Down here, this saw, also one thing on this channel, guys, I will be probably buying and selling some saws. This particular saw here is an MS441 that I bought. This one was straight gassed, and I rebuilt the top end, and had to get a number of new parts, a new handle. It's got a 28-inch bar, put a new bar tip on it. This one's also been a great saw. It doesn't even have 2 tanks through it yet, and I've owned it since this spring, so about 7-8 months, and I've hardly used it. But it is for sale. I do have someone that's supposed to come and buy it on the 1st, so I'm not sure, if that falls through, then that saw will be sold. But part of this channel will also be dealing in some buying, some selling. As far as me, if you guys have a saw, a classic that you're interested in selling, by all means, leave a comment, let me know, and I'd be more than happy to deal with you on that. So, alrighty, well, that's a list of my running saws. All 5 of these saws run. I do have 3 saws I'm currently working on restoring in between the time I fix my truck, so I'm going to turn you guys around here, and we'll be right back. Alright, so we're back here, and this is one of the saws that I'm currently restoring. This here is a McCulloch 850 Pro Mac, and I got this also as a barn find for really cheap. Unfortunately, it was burned up, so I spent probably the past 3 months trying to locate a good cylinder. Finally found one, got new piston and rings and a connecting rod, and new crank seals, and a new fuel line. One thing I found with this saw, which I will do more videos on this saw, it is not done yet. I've been fighting getting the automatic oiler to seal, but there's some great places to get saw parts for these, which I will, when I do specific videos for this saw, I will post links for you guys. That's a brand new air filter, but anyway, a hack I figured out, or I found out, excuse me, I didn't figure it out. The chainsaw guy on YouTube, Rich Dugan, really nice guy. He's at Myrtle Creek Saw Shop. I've dealt with him a couple times. This is a steel tank grommet, and then you use Tygon fuel line, and with some gel super glue, you got a really nice tight fitting fuel line. Seals right up, because unfortunately you can't get fuel lines for these old Macs anymore that actually fit right. Well, I don't even know if the original ones ever really fit right, but anyway. So that's one of the projects here. Like I said, this one I went through completely. I repainted it. It runs really well. It's just that oiler keeps dumping in enough oil to where it loads the saw up and it doesn't want to idle. So I don't want to run it until I get that right. So I may end up putting a new oiler in it and new gaskets again. I did try new gaskets, but that didn't seem to work too well. So, and then this one will be fitted with a 36-inch organ bar. Also on the project list is a couple more, a little bit rarer saw. I am truly a home light guy at heart, so if you find any 50s home lights that you want to sell or get rid of, please let me know, because I love old home light saws. Unfortunately, I've started this channel right in the middle of these 2 projects, but nothing really all that great has happened. I've just torn them apart. This here is a Homelite 770 gear drive stick shift. And I don't know if you guys can see the decal too well here, but it's got 2-speed gear reduction. I'm in the middle of tearing this one down because I have parts. I have another saw, a 775 Direct, on the way that's got a good piston cylinder. So I'm going to use that to get this thing going. And then this one down here is the leftovers of a Super 77. These are all the parts for that. The bottom ends are seized. It's seized solid on this sucker. I mean, it is just in horrible shape. This bottom end here is slightly seized. I will be taking this all apart, hopefully, and lubing up the bearings and hopefully getting them, all the crap out of them. If I have to get new bearings, I will get new bearings, but I'm hoping I can live with those that are in there. So, well, that's it for the introduction, guys. I'm going to turn you around here real quick. Well, that's it for the introduction, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to see this channel grow, and I'd love people to be able to watch and see my videos, comment on my videos, and I love tips and tricks, and if you guys have any suggestions, please give them to me. So, alright guys, well again, this is TJ's Chainsaw and Restoration. My name's actually Tom. I'm just known as TJ around because of my first and middle name have the initials as T and J, so I've become TJ the Chainsaw Mechanic. This is TJ's Chainsaw and Restoration, but on a lot of forums, if you find a guy that's like TJ and it's got something following it, then most likely that's going to be me. So anyway, if you guys are on Chevy forums or Chainsaw forums, there's 2 forums I'm on as far as outdoor power equipment, and I'm TJ the Chainsaw Mechanic there. So anyway, well, that's it, guys. Like I said, videos coming in the future, so please subscribe, comment, and please share my videos. I would love to see this channel grow. So talk to you guys later. Thank you.